All right, everyone. Hello. How's everyone doing today? Today is May 24th, 2024. It is a Friday today. I hope your Friday is going well. If it is your Friday, if it is not your Friday, well, I hope then maybe you can get to your Friday. Or if it is, I hope your weekend's going good. So what did we get done last episode? Last episode, we watched the military practice. We then saw some phishing emails happen on the OrbNet. Orb mail, everybody. Then the international, that's not the right word, the Imperial Liberation Front invaded the fortress. And their target is the railguns. And now, right here, we are where we were in the prologue, and I am absolutely excited to see where this is going to go. I hope you all are also excited to see where this is going to go, because I'm excited. I'm also excited because the closer and the more we play, the closer we get to the ending, which means that a new Trails game is in the wake. At the moment, the tie is between Trails of Cold Steel, Trails in the Sky 1, and Trails to 0, with Trails of Cold Steel 2 having 0 votes. If you would like to put your vote in and help influence what game I play next after this game, go ahead, put your vote in. Just drop it in chat, say, hey, Active 5, I vote for this game, and it'll be recorded. Additionally, because I am streaming on YouTube and Twitch, you get one vote for each account. So if you have an account on both, you totally use both. However, before that, we do need to read Red Moon Rose. We need to catch up before the game ends. We need to catch up before the game ends, everyone. We're going to turn this down. Actually, yeah. There we go. We're going to turn that down a little bit more. Oh, man. Editing's going to be a fucking nightmare. I say that every time I have to adjust this volume, by the way. That editing's going to be a goddamn nightmare. But that's okay, because I do it for you, because I love you all. All right, everyone. So we are going to read Red Moon Rose, Chapter 11, Battle on the Catacomb. If you remember, I almost said Roselia. That's totally not her name at all. What's her name? Rose. Dumbass. Rose and Elroy were fighting the vampire. Not Elroy. Rose and Alphonse were fighting Elroy in the street. Elroy left, tried to find somebody. Last chapter, Elroy did find the girl, Luca, and took her hostage, and ended when we found Elroy and he had blood on his teeth like he had just drank from a fair maiden. Let's go, shall we? Chapter 11, Battle in the Catacomb. Watching Elroy turn, Rose knew with a sinking feeling that he had fully recovered from their previous battle. It was also obvious that he was much, much stronger, considering how much blood he must have drunk to spawn all the ghouls they had fought on their way to reach him. It was hardly surprising, though. Nevertheless, neither Alphonse nor Rose had any way of telling exactly how powerful the monster before them had become. "Where's Luca?" Alphonse shouted. The vampire shrugged as if bored. "Who knows? Maybe I'll tell you if you beat me." He slowly raised his arms, then stretched them toward the heavens. An incredible wave of power erupted from his palms, reverberating through the catacombs. He's going to get a spirit bomb ready, everybody. Alphonse and Rose tensed, but then the rush suddenly stopped. "What was that?" Alphonse asked cautiously. What was that? Alphonse asked cautiously. "No!" cried Rose. Though the discharge of power had no immediate visible effect, she knew what was coming. Her grip on her sword tightened. Oh, that scroll was all the way up here, everybody. This is going to be a long chapter. A strange, crumping sound filled the air, like vast, unseen movements. Alphonse's eyes darted over the area, trying to find the source of the noise. Near one of the crosses he had noticed earlier, something white caught his eye. It was a skeletal human hand. With a start, he realized that similar grasping fingers and limbs were emerging from the other graves surrounding them. Oh, he's a necromancer now. I guess if they're ghouls, are ghouls dead? Did he necromance them? Or are they not dead yet? The twitching bones were pushing and clawing at the dirt, and not long after, the bodies they belonged to began to heave their way out of the ground as well. The air was full of cracking and clicking of bones and musty soil. These were the cadavers. These were the cadaverous remains of those who had been buried long ago. It seemed the skill to wake and manipulate the corpses of the dead was yet another ability in the Elder Vampire's repertoire. Their new undead foes presented another problem. Unlike the ghouls, the skeletons were equipped with varying weapons and equipment. Some had axes, and others swords, while many wore helmets and several had shields. Judging from all the armament on display, it seemed safe to assume that those who were buried in this particular catacomb had all been warriors or those who had fallen in battle. Alphonse drew his sword, his back against Rose. They were completely surrounded. What an incredible power! Power overwhelming. It's actually, I think, in the Art of War, probably, I can't remember the exact saying, but always choose, if you can, choose your battlefield. That's what Elroy did. Elroy's shriek of laughter cut like a knife through the shuffling of withered feet and creaking of rotten leather. His expression was suffused with ecstasy as he surveyed his handiwork. Once free of their earthen graves, the skeletons stood completely still. Unlike the ghouls who operated entirely on the instinctive desire planted within them, the skeletons were soldiers in the truest sense of the word. They awaited the command of the vampire who had woken them from their eternal slumber. With the sweeping cut of his hand, Elroy gave the signal to attack. The skeletons surged forward en masse toward Alphonse and rose like a wave cresting the shoreline. Each of them held their weapons out at the ready, but there were simply too many of them to block them all. Just before the undead army reached them, Alphonse felt Rose tap on his shoulder from behind. Instantly, understanding what she was trying to tell him, he swiftly crouched to the ground. As Alphonse ducked, Rose jumped high into the air. She twisted the upper half of her body. Her right arm stretched over the left side of her torso, and with a powerful swipe, she swung that arm back to the right, her body making almost a full rotation. The motion lent even greater power to her swing as she whipped her Templar sword around in a scything arc. Story time! Yes, Cricken. I have been neglecting on my story times because, I haven't been finding the books. Also, it's good to see you, Cricken. Hope you're doing well today on this wonderful Friday. The heads of the closest skeletons exploded into a fine... Exploded? In the sword? I guess if the sword is big enough, an explosion can happen. The heads of the closest skeletons exploded into a fine white powder as the segmented blades made contact. The sheer force behind the blow also blasted back the second row of skeletons, giving their pair precious breathing space. Not letting the opening go to waste, Alphonse leapt up from the ground and charged forward through the sea of bones toward the vampire. Some skeletons tried to oppose his advance, but he simply bashed them aside, slashing, kicking, punching, and otherwise doing whatever he had to do in order to remove them from his path. It was ugly but effective. Elroy was nearly in his reach. Rose, meanwhile, was doing all she could to draw the skeleton's attention, switching rapidly between using her sword and pistols, which probably really wouldn't affect skeletons anyway. She also did her best to cover Alphonse from afar, attacking enemies, bearing down on him from behind. "Why, Elroy? What happened to you?" Alphonse cried over the clamor of battle. As he smashed his way through the legion of skeletons, he couldn't help but wonder how the two of them had come to this. Really? We're gonna have a memory dump right when he attacked about to attack Elroy? Perfect story. They had first met several years before when Alphonse joined the Imperial Army. Elroy had been an orphan who had lived in poverty before being scouted out for the military by Gerard for his exceptional skill with the sword. As such, the two of them shared a lot in common. While Elroy didn't even know who his parents were, they were both orphans, and they were both saved from solitude by Gerard. They soon felt an affinity toward one another, becoming good rivals and aiding each. Oh my god! Are we gonna get Elroy, Alphonse, Vic? Bro, I bet these two are shipped together. They soon felt an affinity toward one another, becoming good rivals and aiding each other and improving their skills. Yet at some point after that, their relationship took a turn for the worst. Even so, Alphonse still saw Elroy as a comrade and respected his strength and skill. No matter how many times Elroy acted unpleasantly or coldly to him, that feeling never changed. And that was why, even now, after all he had seen and done. Sorry, the dairy is affecting me. And that is why, even now, after all he had seen and done, he still couldn't bring himself to believe that Elroy was a vampire. That Elroy, someone he had practically grown up with, was someone who could heartlessly take the lives of innocent people or toy with them as food. After what seemed like an eternity, he finally dispatched the last skeleton standing between him and Elroy. His path was clear. He raced toward the vampire, silver sword held high and war cry erupting from his lips. Watching him with undisguised amusement, Elroy slowly drew his own blade. Once again, their swords locked together in opposition. I won't let you harm anyone else. As a friend, I can't allow you. Don't give me that. Ah! Right. Elroy blocked Alphonse's attack with a contemptuous swipe of his own sword, held effortlessly in one hand. He then repelled Alphonse's blade with incredible force. Alphonse's arm was knocked back, but he turned it to his advantage and used the momentum from Elroy's attack to spin around and attack him with a sweeping horizontal slash. Again, Elroy rebuffed him, this time employing but a single finger, like Goku. Remember when Trunks wanted to test his sword against a Super Saiyan and Goku made his finger a Super Saiyan and blocked all of the Trunks' sword's attacks? Remember that? The digit was burned by the blade, but though it smoked, Elroy didn't show the faintest sign of concern. Instead, he began to focus his strength into it, causing his sword to begin to crack. Alphonse looked up with gritted teeth, expecting to see the familiar, superior sneer on Elroy's face. But instead of the glimpse of a man assured of his own victory, he only saw pure hatred. The look was so intense that he almost faltered. Friend? How dare you call yourself my friend if you tried to steal what matters most to me? Elroy's words caught Alphonse so off guard that he wasn't able to react in time to parry the downward strike of Elroy's sword. The blade made contact, slashing through Alphonse's guard and uniform from shoulder to navel. Blood sprayed in the wake of the slash, and he howled in pain. Did you literally split him in two? Or did you graze it? Or what's going on? Hearing his cry, Rose called out in concern. The path he had carved to Elroy, however, had long since filled with skeletons that she was diverting, and Alphonse knew he could expect no help from that portal. Fortunately, the wound was fairly shallow. There we go. As if to demonstrate his fitness, he nimbly retreated backwards and raised his sword again. What are you talking about? I don't remember ever taking anything from you. Silence! Your chance to repent has long since passed. Elroy renewed his attack with relentless force. Alphonse tried valiantly to resist, but his injury impaired him from fighting to his full potential, and Elroy managed to land one slash after another. Blood began to soak through his shirt. Though all superficial, the number of wounds on his body increased steadily, and he began to feel lightheaded. Nonetheless, he raised his sword yet again, but only pure willpower kept the blade from wavering. Like Rose versus Scar fight, everybody. Not Rose. Fuck. Rock Lee versus Scar fight. Elroy watched this display with glee, his mouth quirked up in a smile of anticipated victory.
Don't worry. You won't be alone for long. That vampire hunter and the girl from the tavern will be joining you very soon.
Alphonse trembled at the promise in those words, but they also filled him with renewed determination. Elroy, I don't know what you've got against me, but no matter what it is, I'm not going to let you kill me. I am not going to go back on my promise.
What are you talking about?
Elroy asked, the smile slipping from his face. Do you think you can kill me? Go right ahead and try it, because I'm not going to die, and I will stop you.
Enough!
Enraged, Elroy finally clasped his sword in both hands. Fury and monstrous energy radiated from him in waves. Alphonse knew that this would be his strongest attack yet.
You're finished!
Try to do the Sigma voice from Mega Man X4. And I know it was probably somebody who only spoke Japanese being like, hey, you need to say you're finished. And so they did their best. Elroy cried, swinging his sword downward with all of his might. Death approached from above, and Alphonse saw it coming, but he made no move to block it. His silver sword still raised in front of him, he took Elroy's attack head on. Once again, the vampire's blade made contact with Alphonse's left shoulder, cleaving through body, muscle, bone, and all. Or, at least, that was what he expected to happen. What? What happened next defied all logic. Well, yeah, it's a book, dumbass. As the sword carried downward, it sheared through Alphonse's left collarbone, then stopped. Trembling with effort, Alphonse looked Elroy straight in the eye, and it was not the look of a man who had been bested. Alphonse hadn't decided to not defend against Elroy's attack. Instead, he had resolved to receive it and focused his concentration to his limit. The moment the blade entered his body, he had suddenly stiffened all his muscles, thus allowing him... I'm sorry, what? What? No! No! I'm not gonna believe this fucking bullshit of I tied my muscles. Okay, right? Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready for some shit, everyone? Like, oh my god, hold on. I'm gonna do this really quickly. Hold on. I can't believe this book. This fucking book. I mean, maybe? Like, hold on, let me get this up. Okay, everybody. Okay, right? Let me zoom into this. That's all I want. All right, so it's his left shoulder, so like right here. So it means cut through bone, so cut through his traps, cut through some of his shoulder, and if it's broke his collarbone and got into his chest. Now there's muscles on the back as well, right? Right, so there's muscles on the back, but like no, he should not have enough muscle to defend a sword attack. I claim bullshit on this book, by the way. I've been claiming bullshit on this book. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? Elroy was stunned by what had happened. The outcome was just so far removed from the victory he had envisioned that he could only gape at the other man. And right, the cut happened before as well. So I feel that this writing was not done by a good book writer who thought that you could just tighten all your muscles and stop a sword. Nah, bro. And it was the shock that Alphonse had been courting. Yeah, that's true. Could be just anime as fuck. You have a point. I'll give you that one. But Alphonse, I think if it was anime as fuck, I would believe it more if it's like someone like Goku who is ripped as fuck. But I bet there are other animes where the protagonist is not ripped as fuck and still does that. But if this wasn't in an anime, I'd be like, all right, yeah, I'll let that slide. And it was that shock that Alphonse had been courting. It was the opening he had so desperately created. Ignoring the pain surging through his body, Alphonse prepared his strike. Elroy released his own sword, so unable to free the blade embedded in Alphonse's shoulder. You just fuck. Hold on. Shoulder. Wait. It can't be in your shoulder. You said it broke the collarbone. Like, if it's in your shoulder, it's coming from like this direction or up here. But if it's the collarbone, right? My collarbone's like right here. So you can't get in the collarbone and the... Unless I'm wrong. I mean, I could be wrong. He took a half step back, weaponless, defenseless. The tip of Alphonse's silver sword flew forward, piercing the vampire straight through the chest. As it sank deep and true, the catacombs fell, silent. With the dry sound almost like a sigh, the skeletons Rose had been fighting crumbled to the ground. Finally freed from the need to fight against them any longer, she stopped and turned to Alphonse. She watched in mute astonishment as Alphonse withdrew his sword from the vampire's chest. Elroy dropped to his knees and collapsed. His enemy defeated, Alphonse then turned his attention to himself. With clenched teeth, "Don't pull the sword out of your shoulder!" I mean, I guess he wasn't like stabbed through, so I think removing the sword from your shoulder is fine. Blood spurted in a bright heart as he freed it. Oh my fucking god. You know, if you just didn't take the god fucking damn sword out, Jesus fucking Christ, almost just fuck. However, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't know that either if the sword was embedded in my shoulder and I just killed a vampire. Would I have the logical wherewithal to go, I'm gonna leave the sword in because I don't want to die? He tried to stop the bleeding by holding his hand over it, but the wound was just too deep. Blood continued to flow out between his fingers. Maybe I overdid it. A little, he said in a bit unsteadily. Rose sighed. You truly are unbelievable. She picked her way over to him, carefully sidestepping bones and weapons in her path. Gently, she placed a hand over his. And Alphonse felt a warm sensation suffuse his body. He's getting the CAT scan. It's the it's the stuff they put in you for the CAT scan to work. The dye, not the dye. I forgot. She was using her thermaturgy to heal his injuries. You only have one life, she chided him. You shouldn't treat it so carelessly. I always knew that you were foolish, but perhaps foolish, idiotic, imbecile is more appropriate. Despite the admonishing tone of her words, Alphonse could tell from her face just how relieved she was that he was all right. Feeling somewhat guilty for worrying her so much, he watched as his wound rapidly began to close. While her thermaturgy could only heal physical wounds and not restore his lost stamina, it was still more than sufficient as first aid. Suddenly, they heard a soft groaning sound from nearby. It had come from Elroy, who was looking up at the ceiling with a vacant expression. His skin had begun to crack and slowly crumble away. He seemed to be trying to say something, but his voice was so quiet that it was impossible to make out what. Rose slowly drew one of her silver pistols and pointed it at Elroy's head. Alphonse started, what are you? His fate is sealed. Regardless, but I can't allow him to pass like this. There wasn't a moment to waste. As a vampire hunter, she had a duty to finish off her targets. To Alphonse, her decision seemed heartless, but he also knew that she had no choice, and yet it still frustrated him that it had to end like this. He still had a lot of questions that he wanted to ask Elroy. He had been a vampire for the whole of that time they had known each other. What What had driven him to start taking the lives of innocents now? And why did he hate him so much? Nonetheless, he knew that vampires were simply too dangerous to be allowed to exist. As such, he stood by silently, allowing her to do what she thought had to be done. But Rose simply stood with her pistol pointed at Elroy's head, never pulling the trigger. This doesn't make any sense, she murmured. Alphonse looked at her. What doesn't? I don't understand, but what don't you understand? There was puzzlement, and not a bit of wariness in Rose's reply. There's no scent. None at all. Scent of what? The scent of an elder vampire. At that moment, something flew at incredible speed through the darkness. Two long, narrow objects made up of filthy black blood flashed toward them in a blur. Rose, who sensed their approach, first immediately pushed Alphonse out of the way. As he was thrust from the path of objects, Alphonse watched in horror as the sharply pointed lances of blood mercilessly pierced Rose's chest. He fell to the ground with a whoop, and a moment later, Rose thudded down beside him. Blood began to pool around her in her body. Alphonse couldn't process what was happening, nor was he able to raise to his feet, so weak from it. Alphonse couldn't process what was happening, nor was he able to rise to his feet, so weak was he from his earlier battle. Well, said a voice. I certainly couldn't have seen that coming. I was hoping to finish you both off at the same time. Out of the darkness that the lenses had emerged from stepped a figure whose outline and gait was archingly familiar. A man in a uniform who he knew better than anyone else. Looks like you managed to cheat death again, huh, Al? Gerard? He didn't want to believe what he was seeing. Well, everyone, that is Red Moon Rose, chapter 11. I hope you all enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Oh, so this just keeps getting better and better, huh? This just keeps getting better and better, huh? So next episode will be chapter 12. Before I go, I did promise a commenter that I would have my party switched over to Irene, Laura, and Milliam. Because somebody's like, oh my god, Milliam is fucking amazing. So we're going to try to Milliam everyone and see how this works. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed I hope you all are enjoying the books. I am enjoying the books. So thus, I hope you all are also enjoying the books. Now that the books are read, we can actually get started in playing this game, everybody. I know it's like, what, 41 minutes into streaming? It's 8:14. Although part of it was I started streaming late. So yeah, cool shit, bro. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I'm really excited. We're gonna be Laura, because Laura's amazing. And Laura's amazing. And Laura's amazing. She's always amazing. All right, let's go, everybody, shall we? Remember this? I'm so excited. Also, really can't go back, now, can I? I meant to change the voices.
Here they come.
Damn it. Oops.
They look just like that thing we fought during our field study. Mechanical monstrosities. Save the talking for later. We need to take these things out.
Got it.
All right, cool. Like, I'm trying not to talk when those voices are going, so I will be able to turn it up a lot. All right. Reen is going to pair with Laura. And you are going to do shit. You have no CP.
Right.
You are going to also do nothing, because you have no CP.
Okay.
Oh, look at Laura. Look at fucking Sarah with her 8,000 HP. Plasma Storm. Why not? I am okay with this outcome.
Good work.
Yes, good work. Aegis reached level something or other. Cool.
Great!
I don't care about you, Green. Or you, Laura. I know you want a million. You know what you should have instead of million? Millennia. We should have millennia. We should have millennia, everybody. Because the millennia is better.
No doubt about it. Those things were the same as the one we fought outside Legram.
It seems a large number of them are on the loose inside the fortress. I'm guessing that's what got the soldiers we just saw too.
It's Legram, not Legrom.
Seems so.
They definitely look more like orbally powered archaisms than monsters.
So these are archaisms.
Are you certain, Instructor?
Yeah, they're a kind of autonomous weapon made by a rather unsavory group. And a real pain to deal with, too. We need to hurry, but keep your wits about you.
Understood.
It's actually really curious about something. 1 second. One is... Yeah, so it shows on Sarah, there's lace around her top. Interesting. Anyway, we're going to go to System, Options. Oh, the voice is already up. Okay. I guess lower it down by a little bit. I think that works. I mean, I guess there's really only one way to go, huh? Can I just avoid everything? Will that work? Like, do I actually need to level up? If I'm so fucking awesome anyway. I do know that that dungeon is actually longer than the prologue.
It seems this is a storage area.
Plenty of archaisms wandering around here, too.
Oh, just avoid them. I can't see. You are in my way. You are a problem of efficiency, damn it. Okay. Hello, Montebeste 4. Are you really here to advertise viewers to me? Is that what you're here for, or are you here for a good time? So if you're here to advertise viewers, then you're gonna get banned. But if you're here for a good time, you won't be banned.
Around to the other side.
The path to the right leads deeper into the fort. Let's keep moving.
Yar, mighty. Okay. Okay. Oh, that didn't work at all. Damn it. Oh, no. Oh, it worked. I didn't want to time you out. I wanted to authorized time. There we go. Oh. I didn't want to... Whatever.
All right.
I banned the person for seconds, and I meant to do forever. Now I have to wait for the unban, and then more waiting. I guess I should be fighting everyone, but I'm not going to do that, because fuck that shit. Damn it! Ah!
Oh no, we need to regroup.
Yeah, well, I fucked up, so...
Come on!
I'll handle this.
It's my turn.
I didn't mean to attack that. Oops. Oopsies. I need to start thinking better, Darren.
My turn.
There. All right. Fuck you, buddy.
Now,
Oh, and we also got burst too.
Yeah.
I'm curious what that's like.
Okay.
That should work.
Okay. Burning daylight.
Yes.
I feel like I'm going strong.
Okay. And our original party was restored.
Oh, an Ormond charging station.
Thanks, Marion.
That door near it looks like it leads outside.
Probably an external corridor.
Oh my
Everyone,
god.
follow me.
There we go. Rest. It's like, oh, I should save. It's like one point is like, like if I start a game, probably what I should do is play it long enough by myself in order to balance the audio correctly. But then if I play by myself, y'all don't get to my first experience with it. Like the first hour or so, really is what we're talking about. All right. Boss time, everybody. And then a crossbow side. Oh, it's a wait, what? Does this actually go into crossbow? Well, I guess we can see the railguns now, everybody. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Because I'm excited, too.
Where are we?
We're outside of Alphonse's ship.
This must be Corellia Canyon. You can see Crossbell State on the other side.
Dispose of them.
There!
So why did they go outside instead of going to the railroads? I don't understand.
Those are...
The railway guns. They're enormous.
They sure are.
Damn. How'd they manage to get them prepped so fast? Don't tell me they're just gonna let them rip without even setting a target.
Instructor!
Remember when I did this the first time? Oh, now we have
these
two?
control unit archaisms?
Well, they're certainly not shy about bringing out the big guns.
Damn it. We don't have time for this. We need to take these things out fast.
Right there with you.
Let's send these cretins to the scrap heap.
Remember the first time I played this game? On the hard mode, this took like 30 minutes to beat.
Stay focused, class. Leave it to me.
Can do. Oh, that was like nothing. Ooh.
Here we go.
Probably I shouldn't group up like this, I realized.
Yes, sir.
What's okay? 6,400. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Also, fuckity fuck. Well, there
Leave it
goes
to
the
me.
crit. That's not good. I don't want the spell on the crit. I'm just supposed to see this then. Okay.
Go!
That works. I'm okay with this.
My turn.
I guess I should be using
My
rain
turn.
to delay people. Okay. Oh, speed 25. And seal? Seal isn't mute though, I realized. Seal isn't mute. It's fine. Oh, I don't have a healer in my party, do I? I don't. Oh, well, thank you, Million.
Stand down!
Oh. God fucking damn it, everyone. Stop
Here
doing
we
that.
go.
I'm going to do this. We're going to move that way. There. Okay.
Of course.
You move right there.
Yes, sir.
You are fine where you are, so I guess you're going to attack that instead.
Here we go.
You are going to use Arc Slash for those two peeps. I'm awesome like that.
Leave it to me.
You're going to move that way. Actually, that was a good idea.
My turn. Huh?
All right, I don't have to be inside the circle to attack you.
Here we go.
Awesome. I'm going to use no Arc Slash. Oh, and only get one of them? Okay, I got both. Sweet. You are going to use Plasma Storm. Sweet.
Yes, sir!
Oh, swiggity.
Now! Follow me, everyone!
Oh. Okay, interesting. I have played Bane Kaido's Origin for like 2 hours, maybe. My wife has played it a little bit more, then she stopped playing it. Why are you on? Are you? Also, I realized the name is Giacomo and not Giacomo. That was my fault. I totally forgot. Giacomo. Giacomo. No, not long time. Are you playing it, my good sir?
Now's our chance.
An opening.
My turn! Now's our chance!
And one for me.
Here we go.
No, Arc Slash. Do, do, do,
An opening.
do, do.
My turn.
Interesting. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's different writer, but I know the battle system, from what I've heard, is vastly different from Bane Kaidos. That's all I've heard. I don't really know much about it. So when you do play it, let me know.
Off guard.
I'm quite curious about it.
My turn.
Okay. Sexy, everybody.
Here we go.
Sexy. You're gonna get burned, but burn happens after you attack, so.
Now's our chance.
An opening.
Yes, sir!
Okay, time to wipe the floor of these things.
Okay.
I guess we'll just do S-crafts because that'll just probably wipe the board of these peoples. How are you liking Bane Kaidos, by the way, Cricket?
Evil will fall before my...
A matter of course.
Nice.
Down, 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 down. All right, we finally get to see what happens, and I am extremely excited.
A self-destruct mechanism. Does their cowardice know no bounds?
We're running out of time. I'm gonna go on ahead.
You can stop playing it, Cricket. You don't have to keep playing Bane Kaido so you don't like it. You're just gonna end up hating it, and then you're gonna end up not liking it. I'm sorry, you might. I don't know. I've had the same thing. I did. Oh god, I played 80 hours of Monster Hunter Ultimate 4. I see. Well, I mean, if you're ready to, I don't know. The games where I have been ready for it to be over, I kept playing. And then I'm like, I didn't like the game. I see. I didn't know you were that close. Because I know you said you fought Giacomo, but I have actually no idea where Giacomo was. You fight him like multiple times? I'm not sure. All I know is the game gets fucking wild with all of its worlds. It's a super interesting game. It's just, it's long.
Follow me as soon as you're sure it's safe to...
I think it's long. I don't know anymore. I played a long time ago. All right. All right, everyone. The moment of truth. Are they mortars?
Railway guns.
No, no, no!
Don't.
Unreal blackout again. Oh. Ooh.
What? They didn't launch anything.
Oh, maybe the first bullet in each of the railway guns is a blank to prevent firing accidents.
What?
They do that?
Sure seems that way. And now that they fired once, it's gonna take some time before they're ready to fire again.
Like, oh, what the fuck? No. Like, it's a logical reasoning that makes sense. They didn't fire because there's blanks in there, just in case something happens. I totally get that. I'm like, that's a great idea. I really was expecting those to fire on crossbow and start a war. That's really what I was expecting to happen right now. I was waiting the whole entire damn game for that to happen. Disappointed.
Then if we can reach them before that...
Yeah, there's no way we're going to let them get off a second shot.
My question is, right, y'all are just full of Jaeger units? So do you know how to reload these? Like, I'm hoping maybe somebody in the Jaeger Corps, like, knows how to reload, like, was from the military, so knew something about it? Oh, I really don't want to fight you right now, but I'm gonna have to fight you. Fuck you.
There's nothing to fear.
I wanted shit to die.
Leave it to me.
That works. Oh, yay. Oh, yay. No, that's the wrong one. I'm just so used to pressing triangle. God damn it. Whatever.
Right. Go.
Yes, sir.
There.
Well, that's that.
It is that. You can upgrade freaking Milliam's equipment. She has like no attack power. I didn't go that way. Any chests here? Oh my god, I picked 3 chests, everybody. All right, what can we get? I didn't know there were chests here. I guess this is technically a dungeon, isn't it? It is, isn't it? It is, isn't it, everybody? Hello, everybody. I hope everyone here is having a fantastic day today. It's Friday, everybody, and I hope you're enjoying your Friday. All right. Like the landlord or Kime. Kime, is that his name? I forgot his name. Comes from a fucking weird area. I love it. It's just weird. And then like the great Rossetti, the thing. It's pretty amazing too. Can I get both? All right, that works. On a crit. That did not work as well as I wanted it to. Gale. That worked.
An opening.
Okay.
My turn. Another chance.
And one for me.
Sure. Yay!
Right. Go.
Okay. Just don't kill me. You missed.
Okay.
You suck. I didn't calm down. I need to calm down, Darren.
Well, that's that. Let's get going.
Deep ochre. Ochre? Ochre. Deep ochre. What do you do? What do you do? Equipment. Evergreen. Look at that. Deep ochre. Defense plus 50. Magic defense plus 50. Speed plus 5. Defense, seal, and mute. A gem made from high purity amberol. Emits an amber glow. It's cute. I guess there's boxes, but I've already saved, so... we're just gonna have to deal. We're like, so... right, I know people play games differently, right? I know that. But for me, when I start to rush through things, that's when I start to stop kind of caring about the game.
Another chance. Let's go, everyone.
And so because I just try to go as fast as possible, I stop knowing what the game feels like, the sounds and the memories. And it's like, just get to the end, just get to the end, just get to the end. So when I try to race to the end, I lose the enjoyment of video games. That's one thing I need to stop worrying about. By the way, I totally forgot to say this when I started. Everyone, you're watching Active Fireball on twitch.tv/ActiveFireball. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7:30 in the morning to 9:30 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. If you can't watch me when I'm streaming, I put most of these videos on YouTube, so catch those when you can.
Another storage area.
Ah!
Now's our chance.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go. Ah, it works. Oh, and they're both paralyzed. All right, we're just gonna do this then.
Right. Evil will fall before my blade.
Do. Although it seems like that's an oversight. The Imperial Liberation Front really should have noticed that there were blinks. At least it just feels like, you know, it should have happened. Where are... Oh, what's up here? What's up here, everybody? Oh, another fancy chest. All right, I guess we're going to save here, everybody. Okay, Darren, stop. This is not a race. I'm not racing to get anywhere. It's fine. Just take my time and enjoy the game. It's okay.
Oh, a treasure chest.
I miss my coffee in the
Here they
mornings.
come.
Just
Stay focused,
FYI.
class. Okay.
There we go. 10,000 damage.
Let's get
What
going.
the fuck?
I did it.
Sure, I'll take that.
Not bad.
Imagine it was at 200. Jeez. What do we get? What do we get, everybody? We get a Hellfire. That sounds pretty cool. It's just like, oh, it's the last dungeon. Oh, I should race through it, right? I mean, it might be. There's a chapter after this.
Bring it on.
So I don't know if this chapter is the climax
Here
or the
we
next
go.
chapter is the climax. Who knows? We're just going to have to play the game and find out, everybody.
Of course.
Just play the game and find out.
My turn.
My turn.
Donkey missile. This is actually like a real life term. There is lace on her top. Not lace, stuff on her top. I just totally did not notice that till now. Well, oops. That's not the right one. That's the right one. Anything? No, it sucks. There must be what, treasure chests then? I don't know anymore, man. There's one here.
Now's our chance. My turn.
Leave it to me.
My turn.
This is nice, man. I enjoy this music.
Here I go.
Diddle-doo-diddle-doo-diddle-doo.
I feel like I'm going strong.
You are, Emma, because you're a Banff.
Bring it on.
I see. Everyone's different. Oh god.
Go.
Did I ever quit any game? Right, I quit Bravely second. No. Bravely first, second layer. I quit that at the end. Literally at the end. Like, you can reload my save and it's at the final boss.
Of course.
But back in the day, I really always just forced myself to play video games, even when I didn't want to. So it's like, well, I don't know what I'm going to play next. I should just play as much as possible. And so there's a lot of games during that period that I just did not enjoy playing after a while because I was forcing myself to play when I really didn't want to. Yeah, I mean, I can totally understand the being like, I'm so close, I might as well just finish it just to see what happens.
Now's our chance. Let's smash him.
Isn't Persona 3 the one where you wait FES? Is that like a remake? Because wasn't one of the Personas where you couldn't control your party members, and they did dumb shit?
Second. Now's our chance.
An opening.
Leave it to me.
Lights out for them.
That's how. Is there anything this way? Oh, another chest, everybody. There's a lot of cool chests in here. Oh my god. So much powerful shit. I'm excited.
The advantage is ours.
I see. Interesting. I quit, Disgaea. I quit Disgaea 1 on like the second to last chapter.
An opening.
Because I was so bad at it.
My turn.
Because I didn't use the item world.
Lights out for them.
But once the chat told me about Item World and I saw its usefulness, I finally was able to understand why people could spend hundreds of hours playing that game. It's like, ooh, I like the idea of the Item World. Interesting. Yeah, I've heard so many things about the final boss. Tierney, can you come here? What's the dude, girl in Bane Kaidos? In the totem, she's the great what? Mizuti? But yeah. Thank you. It's Mizuti. Yeah, Mizuti. Yeah. Fucking like Mizuti. It's fucking amazing.
Let's go.
I see. So yeah, you are near the end. You don't get Mizuti till a while. I guess I can use an arts. I can use Sarah's. Fucking love Mizuti. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, I remember when I played it, I didn't have the best. I didn't go like, wow, this game's amazing. At the same time, I didn't think the game was domination. I didn't think the game was bad either. It was just, I think, above average. What is domination here, everybody? Yes, Bane Kaidos. Shella. Who, bro, if I saw that name, I would be like, how the fuck do you say that? Turns out, I looked online, X has 6 different sounds associated with it. 6? Yeah, Bane Kaidos. Alright, Quillen. Let me, what's domination? First attack, craft used each battle deals 2 times the damage. Interesting. Let's try that, shall we? It's okay. Yeah, it's like just above average. Like, it's a good-ish game. It's just, I would say, yeah, like, play it for the experience? No, it does not. I don't think it's meant to be a Final Fantasy game. It's just, I like it because it's so different, though, right? You never see any world quite like Kaim's world. And it has so many different things that you really wouldn't see in any other game. And the battle system is extremely unique. That's not the word, is unique. I have not seen a battle system like it so far.
This is the freight platform. We finally made it to the other side.
We've got to be close. Just need to head up that staircase over there.
Yay, treasure!
Really? Shield 3, the overworld travel. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, right? They use pre-rendered backgrounds. But also, yes, on the overworld, that is true. I believe it is also made, I think, pre-rendered, and you just go on a trail like a Mystic Quest. Come here. Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, Laura has her S-Craft ready, which means she's going to do double damage when I use it.
Right.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, you know what game I need to play? Final Fantasy VI.
Sarah here. Yeah, we're almost to the railway gun. Yeah, may Adios be with us both.
Adios.
Is Group B almost there?
This is it, so get ready.
Like, it lost to Xenogears by 1 vote. I was extremely surprised that Xenogears won over Final Fantasy VI. Okay, let's go. Let's see what this game has in store for us, shall we? And also, today's a day off for me, so I might just be streaming longer than normal. And there's no dog to take out, so that makes life easier as well. Save point. Is this like weapon? All right, customize weapon, customize. Of course. Modify. Oh, I really don't know what I'm gonna need, so it might just be rest, save, die, re-equip. And like, I'm just so salty. That's like, oh, they were blanks. I understand why they would be blanks, but I'm like, I wanted fucking more to start out. I didn't want to just stop the railway guns just in the nick of time. Railway guns. I mean, do I have access to both or just one from here? Also, even though they were blanks,
There's one of them.
right, the firing mechanism would have gone off. So why isn't everyone deaf?
So these are the railway guns.
It's gigantic.
And they intend to turn this on a city full of hundreds of thousands of innocent people.
This is war.
Who the hell are you?
Are those kids from the military academy?
Stay away from the railway gun.
Enough from you!
We need to take them down as quickly as possible.
Okay. Okay.
We have nothing to fear.
But yeah, if you're, do you, Mr. Cricken Gozer, are you going to play Bane Kaidos Origin after Bane Kaidos? Gale, on you. Oh wow, that did not
My
do
turn.
literally anything. Okay. I do not want to use Laura's S-Craft.
My turn.
Because I know for sure there is going to be harder people. There's going to be people who are going to hit harder after this battle. And this is definitely not the last battle. Should I guess? Why don't you use Gale? I don't know,
My
Gale.
turn.
But you can use Brilliant Spin.
Yes, sir.
That's only 2 people for 32 people. What's that do? No. That's only 1 person? I guess 2 for 30 it is.
Leave it to me.
It's 3 people. I can do that. That's okay. Okay.
Leave it to me.
You. Ooh, and Rain's gonna be on a crit. There we go.
No.
Yes.
Go!
An opening!
Ooh, you're sleepy. For how long? 1 turn. Getting everyone's S-craft ready.
No.
Go!
My turn.
No, 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 diddle-oo, diddle-oo. Okay, that's done. Now the real bad
We'll cut our own
person,
path.
the real strong person is going to come out. Most likely the one with the machine gun attached to his arm. Assuming it's that one. I know, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know which one I'm on, so. Ugh. Damn it. Damn it all. What's that from again? Damn it all. I don't know.
This is the first time I've crossed swords with the Imperial Liberation Front.
They don't seem really strong, just really obstinate.
What would push them to go this far?
Money?
We can discuss that later.
Oh, the Imperial Liberation Front. I thought about the Jaegers firm. I'm like, money, duh.
Right. We need to stop the railway gun first.
Get back.
I see. Oh, it's you.
It would have been smarter to stay away, S.
I'm impressed you saw me coming, Purple Lightning.
Yes, I agree, waifu. I'm still like, how the fuck are her boobs being held up though? Like, that's Oh, right, I heard this. Her boobs are being held by God, are being held up by God in anime. So when you say this series, I wish God in anime right now. Yeah, I see you sure God in anime right now. When you say this series, like starting in Trails of Cold Steel 1, or like start all the way at Trails in the Sky?
I see the rumors about you weren't just trumped up stories.
I love a good compliment, but getting one from a terrorist just doesn't put a spring in my step.
Well, if you do, have fun. I believe 1 and 2 are also on Steam, but I'm not 100% sure.
Still, I suppose the fact you're here means the other ringleaders must be over at the other gun.
Look at that sword.
V certainly is.
You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be Trails in the Sky, or Trails to Zero, and I am going to, hear about a woman with maybe an eye patch or a tattoo on her left shoulder.
As for Gideon, I'm sorry to say he lost his life in Crossbow.
Oh, it did happen.
What?
He did?
I just received a call about it a few minutes ago.
I have the first one physically. I have the second one. I think I downloaded it on my Vita. Yes, I have the first one on the PSP. The second one I believe I downloaded on the Vita, and then third is I have on Steam. I would like to buy the second one on the PSP. That'd be cool. I don't know, is it available on the PSP? SC, is it only in Japanese? Yeah, so it seems like it has a physical release, but only in Japanese. So thus, yeah, I think download the Vita is the correct way to go.
Apparently, he was killed by a real top-rate Jaeger Corps hired by your friend, the Blood and Iron Chancellor. Poor guy. I heard it was practically a massacre.
What a terrible way to go.
Well, Gramps isn't exactly known for his bountiful sense of mercy.
If you don't want to die like a dog, don't run around snapping your fangs at everyone.
You keep talking like this has nothing to do with you, but I take it you've got no intention of beating a retreat. It sounds like you've got the railway gun set to automatic firing mode too.
How did you know that, Sarah? Also, look at her hips. Like, look at the dress. It's angled, which means she's standing at an angle. Like, I know I've been doing that too with my hips. So it's like, it's probably not a good thing to do to your body to continuously set one hip higher than the other.
I was wondering what that sound was.
What sound?
It was loading another round!
Oh, that's what that sound. Okay.
Oh, I was hoping you'd miss it in all your battling.
I'm sorry.
It's got, 10
I'm
minutes
sorry.
or so to go.
Why does a railway gun have auto fire? It seems a waste to have auto fire on this kind of gun, because what? Each shell is probably a fuck ton of money. Like, I don't know if I'd waste that on auto firing. Yeah, the railway gun is on auto fire.
You can let us past, or we're going to force our way through. Your choice.
Careful. She's a dangerous one to tangle with. And she's hiding something.
Damn! Giant archaisms!
Ooh, just my color, too. For borrowed muscle, I've really taken a liking to them.
S for Scarlet.
Gideon might have fallen, but it's not too late. To send the Chancellor to join him on his way to Gehenna!
How about you go instead?
Crossbell's counting on us. Strike with everything you've got!
Do they though?
Let's rock!
Do they know that Crossbell's what? I don't think Crossbell knows what the fuck's going on. Is this the final boss? I don't know.
Think you can satisfy me, little kittens?
Yes.
Go!
Okay, we are doing cool shit here. By being cool, I mean we're being amazing. And we're gonna move with Reen over that way. Try to get more to this arc slash bullshit business. You're gonna use Thundering Roar on that one right now? Oh, you paralyzed it. That's cool. I should probably just, use Laura's S-Craft. I didn't think about that. How much HP do you have? Guard, motherfucker.
Here we go!
Oh, man, that's a lot of... Okay, that's a lot of damage there, buddy.
Of course.
All right. Radiant Vault, everybody. Nice.
Here we go!
Arc Slash. Lilium. Okay. Ooh, someone's gonna land a crit. Should I really try to get Reen on the crit? We can try. I should just get to those, huh?
Here we go!
Oh, can't get Reen on. Oh, I could totally get Reen on the crit. I know what to do. I know what I'm doing. Oh, I can just use Reen's, S-Craft thingamabobber. I should get Sarah out of the way.
My turn!
Oh, that's my fault. Oh, you have 100? I don't want to waste that.
Right.
Ooh, okay.
Leave it to me!
All right. I like that they all group for me. That's so nice.
Here you go.
That's gonna hurt, isn't it? Oh, Oh, not that bad. That was all right.
Aren't you feisty?
Oh,
We'll
what?
see how long that lasts.
What? What happened?
Okay.
I don't know. The plasma storm. That's one down. Flame slash on you. There goes that one.
Yes, sir!
And you're burnt. Nice.
Now's our chance! And one for me!
Oh, wow. 6,720 for a burn. Well, this boss was relatively simple.
Now's our chance.
An opening!
Well, to the viewer who suggested,
Of
thank you
course.
for suggesting that. I didn't know Millie was this strong.
How humiliating. Evil will fall before my blade.
Wow, that was extremely simple. My God. Because you're the best, Cricken. Doc reached level 5. We won.
No!
Well, I'm glad that there's just that giant switch to just pull. Because probably Instructor Sarah didn't know anything about the railway guns. I'm glad there's a giant just switch.
Systems deactivated.
Oh, I want things to fire. Hold on.
Thank goodness.
Ah, you got me. Shouldn't have expected any less from the ace of the 4th Armored Division. Or from Sylphid. The rest of you weren't half bad either.
Or was this a diversion?
I can't believe you could take on this many of us at once. You were one tough old bear.
Neidhart here. We've regained control of the left railway gun.
Yeah, he does a lot of cool shit. Let me tell you what he does.
We've deactivated the right wing's railway gun over here.
Yeah, I think I looked this person's voice up once. Where are you? Neidhart is by Cam Clark. Cam Clark has been in 84 games so far. Oh wait, is this how we know his? Hold on one second. Oh, interesting. He was Simba in Lion King 2, and he was also the voice of Simba in all the Kingdom Hearts games. Okay. But in video games, you were Krellian in Xenogears. Okay, he was Liquid Snake and Master Miller in Metal Gear Solid. He's Ryudo. He's Ryudo in Grundia 2, everybody. You were also Kratos in Tales of Symphonia. All right. What else were you? You were Prince Crescendo in The Doctor in Eternal Sonata. Okay. He was Descartes in Drakengard 3. Oh my god. He was Descartes in Drakengard 3. It's fucking amazing. I'm so happy. Right, Cricken. Have you played Fire Emblem Fates? He did Corrin, the male version, Hinata, and Arthur. Yeah, so this person has been in a lot of cool things.
Good work.
We did it.
Oh, thank goodness.
My. You can hardly call our crossing paths coincidence at this point.
No, because it's a coinky dink.
Oh well, No matter. Everything played out just like C said it would. Both here and in Crossbell.
I was right.
What are you talking about?
Comrade S.
What? How can they still move?
We'd completely incapacitated them.
Go, Comrade S. Regroup with Comrades C and V and bring the hammer down once and for all.
That's the plan. Well, I'll catch you all in the great beyond.
I was right.
No!
She wouldn't.
Damn.
Yeah, 'cause that's gonna do shit. Firing your shotgun? It's not gonna work. Stop trying. It's not gonna work. Oh, he's like, I'm taking another pot shot. Maybe it'll work.
My name is Seal, leader of the Imperial Liberation Front. Allow me to extend my congratulations. You did well, fending off our two-pronged attack here and in Crossbell. But you would be foolish to assume this is the end of it. The hammer of judgment shall fall again. I'm ready.
Yes. Damn you. So
this is the Imperial Liberation Front. They're even more brazen than I've heard.
it's not this voice that I did last time. I don't think it was. I don't know. That was like 4 days ago.
So C was here after all.
Who is he anyway? What's he hiding? Even the intelligence division's drawing a blank trying to gather info on him.
At least this time we managed to capture some of them alive. And they will talk.
Ooh, look how tough you are. Oh. Suicide pills.
Is this poison?
What?
Damn!
Nope. Poison.
Looks like these guys all swallowed neurotoxin capsules. I don't think we're gonna be able to save them.
I was right.
I doubt it'll work, but I'm gonna try to neutralize the poison.
How?
Emma,
where the
you got any
fuck
herbs
did you
think
get
might
that
help?
from?
Give me a hand
I am
here.
sorry. Where? I know you weren't just carrying a vial of antitoxin on your person. Like, no.
Of course.
No.
Do you think they'll pull through?
Not sure. I'd give them 50-50 maybe.
Even if we can keep them alive, there's no guarantee they'll regain consciousness.
Why? These are the kinds of people we're dealing with.
With some quick thinking, hard fighting, and a little luck, we were able to stop a potentially devastating terrorist attack in its tracks. But with the political climate as it was, this incident, overshadowed by the crisis in Crossbell, was never made public.
Yeah.
In the days that followed, we still felt shaken, our eyes newly opened to the dangers facing our homeland, both outside and within.
Chapter 5, Signs and Omens.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.
Gonda gem. Interesting.
Keep up the good work.
Holy shit, 60.
Good showing, everyone.
Oh, wait. This was also swimming lessons Mark II? I don't remember. I barely remember doing. And the sidecar one. Okay. Save. I don't know why you would delete your data still. Link Master. All right. Well, we're on this. Everyone is from when is the last chapter, right? I believe this is the actual last chapter of the game. Ow. That's 4. That's 1. Trails of Cold Steel on the PS4. Whatever. Guides. Walkthrough. Oh, chapter 6 and final chapter. Wait. Hold on. No, this is the final chapter. What? What just happened? What just happened? Wait, who? This says The Legendary Trails of Cold Steel. This says chapter 6 happens in September and the final chapter happens in October. I don't know anymore. I don't know what's going on anymore. No, you can rush it. You can rush in the freaking all about this game. And I won't rush it. I'll remember. I was like, I'm so confused now. Signs and Omens, because I beat the game. Well, chapter 5 at least. I don't know. I can't really, because I remember when I was attacking the cherubs, right? The guy said, just keep attacking. You'll be fine. And I'm like, fuck you. I've died 3 times as this boss so far, and I've been attacking. What the hell? Turns out, though, there's some people who find this game too easy, and they find Nightmare Mode to be the perfect... Oh, September. I think the guide was correct.
Half a month after the incident at Corellia Fortress, a sense of lingering unease still hung over the Empire.
But the dates in the guide were wrong, because it's October. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, September, October, whatever. October's 8. No, I don't, whatever.
The government increased patrols by the railway military police as part of their counter-terrorism measures, while the noble faction bolstered their provincial armies. There were even rumors that they'd hired several Jaeger corps.
It's all money.
At the center of everything was the Imperial Liberation Front. They had allied with a terrorist group from the Republic of Calvert to attack the trade conference in Crossbell.
You know, I understand this is giving us, here's what happened in Crossbell, but this sounds much more of the game was supposed to end, and they're like, oh man, we still have room. I guess we should continue. They expected this to be the start of the next game.
And as we'd seen firsthand, had attacked Corellia Fortress in an attempt to fire the 2 railway guns stationed there. They'd made it abundantly clear that they were no mere insurgents. These were dangerous people we were dealing with. And following their attempts to target Chancellor Osborne and the reformist faction, rumors started to spread of a possible connection between the Imperial Liberation Front and the noble faction itself.
Ooh, politics, everyone.
Meanwhile, new information was filtering in from Crossbell that surprised us all. During the conference, one of the representatives of Crossbell's state government made the daring declaration that Crossbell would soon declare its independence, breaking free from its neighbors Calvert and Erebonia. To no one's surprise, both the Imperial government and the noble faction dismissed it as nothing more than delusional raving. But one thing was clear: that declaration only served to increase the tension in Erebonia and across the continent.
Oh, interesting. Kitty! Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Well, if my cats were in the cat game, that'd be nice. Layla. So there's 2 more chapters after this.
On a cool, clear autumn day, the Academy's prestigious board of directors gathered for their first meeting of the year.
I remember when I read The Sorcerer's Stone, and I heard that this was like, oh, there's gonna be 7 more books. It's like, I don't know if I can wait for 7 more books to come out. Sorry, what I was thinking was, they're like, oh, if this is the first time of the year, it means they've gone through 1 year already. And so I was like, oh, maybe it's, Trials of Cold Steel is there's 4 years at this school, so each game is 1 year, which then led me to think that thought.
And that concludes my biannual report.
Good. It seems the Academy is running like a well-oiled machine. No administrative issues to speak of.
Unless it's only like, he said biannual, so it might just be like halfway through the year.
Student performance is sitting comfortably above the national average on exams and on general aptitude tests, too.
The second-year students seem to be having a banner year as well. The Student Council president, in particular, has built up an outstanding array of extracurricular achievements.
I don't know. 9? When was the book released? Do you know?
Well, she attended last month's trade conference, and from what I hear, she put the professional secretaries to shame. I only wish the conference could have ended on a more positive note.
I'll say, the share prices of my company have been on a real roller coaster ride ever since.
Undoubtedly. What happened at the trade conference has wreaked havoc on the economy as a whole.
1997, then I was 7.
But moving on. I couldn't help but notice in the recent exam reports that Class 1 and 2's academic performance seems to be slipping.
Yeah, because catastrophes with them.
Perhaps the preferential treatment given to the upper-class students is hindering their scholastic development?
Well, students belonging to the nobility are allowed to return home during August to learn more about their family's lands. It's a tradition here, but one I can't help but wonder if we've outgrown the need for in this modern age.
If I may, traditions accumulate and hold meaning only so long as they're preserved.
Yep.
Our nation's culture, its arts, its social classes.
My mom she probably is still Christian, really didn't like the fact that Harry Potter had witches in it. I see. I think I read books 1, 2, and 3. I started on 4. No, I read Half-Blood Prince. Yeah, but my mom was very, she allowed me to play Pokemon, but was no against wizardry. So, yeah, that was weird. So, I think, I don't know. I think I read 2. From out of the first trilogy, I like 2 the best. 2 is really fun to read.
All are rich with tradition that makes Erebonia what it is. And I believe we have a duty to protect and uphold them. After all, does not this very institution champion the ideals of its founder, Emperor Dreigels?
Maybe we should stop doing that.
Indeed it does. Though I've always understood Dreigels' intent to be the founding of an academy for the people. Even 200 years ago, when education was seen as the province of the nobility, male commoners were permitted to enroll. Today, we have plenty of young women attending, and the commoners easily outnumber the nobles on campus.
Yeah, although I read, I think Half-Blood Prince, and that was it. No, I think I read the last books as well, just to be like, I just want to know how it ends. Just like, I think was what you've said earlier, Cricken, was like, I just want to know how it ends. Like, I don't think I can be comfortable without knowing how this ends. So I skipped, I think 4, 5, 6, whatever. I'm like, I just want to know how this ends.
Perhaps it's time we started taking strides to realize Emperor Dreigels' true idea.
You seem to be laboring under a few misconceptions here. Commoners were permitted to attend, but only as retainers. Retainers served knights, who served lords, who served the emperor. That's the way the Erebonian society functioned. From that vantage, the structure of the academy in its earlier days certainly seems to have embodied that social order.
Yeah, I remember watching, I think, the first and second film. I was like, these were way better than the books. But of course, watching films is much easier than trying to read like 7 and 8 and 9.
And if that's so, what is there to suggest that it's not the social order itself that has become the aberration?
Well,
For one, if that were the case, it would be far easier for me to see my views put into practice. But I can hardly get a word in edgewise between you two. Well, I'd certainly enjoy a return to the way things were in Dreikel's time, at least in that particular respect.
I find it really interesting because these people are, I need to stop starting sentences like that. The fact that they're arguing over the ideals of a person who's been dead for 200 years maybe reminds me of the American government arguing over the Declaration of Independence and what it means. Because those people were probably had their own things in mind.
Our apologies, Your Highness.
Well, our role here is to consider your views and work toward implementing them.
See what I mean? Would you be so kind as to help me out here, Principal?
I'm here to moderate this board. It wouldn't do for me to express my position on the issues at hand. That said, I'm sure your passion for reform will triumph in the end, Your Highness.
You're so nice.
I suppose I should have known better than to look to my old teacher for sympathy.
It warms my heart to see such a fine teacher-student relationship.
Rufus has a nice voice as well. I like that voice.
Now, if I may, I'd like to steer this discussion toward a rather timely topic. We've already touched on the issues regarding the Orbital Net and the Orbital Staves, but I'd like to stress again that the adoption of new security measures for the Orbital Net should be a top priority.
Well, I'm certainly inclined to agree.
All the measures in the world won't work if you don't teach the people about phishing.
But we'll have to rely on the Foundation directly, as things are looking a little shaky with the IBC.
You can leave that to me. The other matter I'd like to review is the use of the Orbital Staves and the Arcus units. Or more specifically, we need to talk about how Class 7 should operate from here on out.
They did, or I guess, yeah, Class 7 really has been part of a giant terrorist action. So, what are they going to do?
Setting aside the fact that my daughter is a member of Class 7, I think we need to reconsider how the class should be run in light of what happened at Corellia Fortress. While it certainly proved an excellent chance to see what the Arcus units are capable of.
It's so I don't know. I don't think motion graphics were still used in the PS3. So it's interesting how when people breathe, they have their chest go out, but then their waist go in when they breathe. How do you do that?
I have serious doubts about whether we should carry on with these field studies, given the current political climate.
It would be difficult to do so, I admit. With the terrorists at large and the problems in Crossbell unresolved, these are uncertain times.
At the very least, I believe it may be in the class's best interest to cancel this month's field study. We could always resume them once the terrorists have been arrested and the situation in Crossbell calms down.
But what if they don't? What if they don't get arrested?
Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. I'm sure you all recognize the words of Emperor Dreikel's. They've become something of a school motto here.
Why? Wait, hang on. Why this song? What importance does this song have? This is the title song. Not literally the title song. This plays when it's the... What is the significance of this song right now? I don't understand.
It's my belief that Class 7's actions at Corellia Fortress perfectly embody the spirit of that directive. They stood together to stop a tragedy in the making and, in a sense, protected the foundation of our world. No one ordered them to do it. They took action of their own free will, because they knew in their hearts what was right. Some might call it recklessness. Some may think it rash. Some may even venture to call it hubris. However, as chairman of this academy, I'm incredibly proud of what the brave young men and women of Class 7 achieved.
Your Highness.
Troubled times may lay in store for Erebonia, and for the entire continent in the months and years to come. But I believe that makes something like Class 7's field studies all the more significant. The experiences they're having now will help them find the strength and the means to press on through adversity. I can't be the only one who feels this way, can I?
I don't know, maybe.
They do seem to be showing remarkable growth. That much is true. Although I have no idea how much my daughter is really capable of. immature as she is.
She's what, 16? Come on. How mature were you when 16? Of course, at the same time, I don't know, you might have had you didn't have a kid when you were 16, but you might have had to, I don't know, be a parent when you were 16. Be that, I don't know. Like, there's plenty of reasons why you would consider yourself mature at 16 with unfortunate events, but she is 16.
I could say the same of my hothead of a son.
I do wonder about my brother sometimes. However, it does seem that enrolling at this academy has helped him start breaking out of his shell.
Oh, the head nod. The head nod, everybody.
With the Academy Festival coming next month, we hadn't even planned a field study. So the issue at hand is just whether to hold a field study at the end of this month or not. I'd like to ask those in favor of going ahead with this month's field study to please raise their hands.
Are we gonna see something or... Nope, loading screen. We're not gonna see this. Oh well. We'll live, everybody. 6th period, special homeroom.
All right, I'd like to begin by taking everyone's ideas for our class's part in the school festival.
God, just the idea of being part of a school festival and like being in clubs is just so weird to me.
The festival will run for 2 days next month, the 23rd and the 24th.
I might do like another half hour.
Equipment setup and the other preparatory work will begin in the afternoon 2 days before the start of the festival. But there's a lot of preparation needed before we get to that point, and the sooner we get that underway, the better.
That's all the more reason to figure out what exactly we want to do.
Okay.
Some of our options include displays, events, stage shows, and cafes. Does that sound right, Crow?
Coffee. I like coffee.
Yeah, though no class I know would settle for just some simple display. I mean, come on. No one ever said, boy, we better rush to get in the line for that display.
That's true, actually. I do miss having coffee every day.
Well, either way, I'd like to start by soliciting some ideas from all of you. We're just brainstorming right now, so feel free to say whatever comes to mind.
Nope. Nope. Poor Emma. I'm sorry I mean you have to go through this.
Would it kill you all to give just a teensy bit of cooperation?
I know.
It's kind of hard to focus right now.
Why the fuck does Rio not have voice lines?
You're one to talk, standing up there with your nervous fidgeting.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised.
The board of directors is in session as we speak, deciding what'll happen to our class.
And those of us with family members who sit on that board probably have even more cause for concern.
You can say that again.
I don't like saying that.
We can't even be sure whether there'll be a field study this month.
That's about the long and short of it. With everything that happened during last month's field study, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if they just canceled it.
I can't say I have any particular feelings of attachment to our field studies, but I refuse to accept needless changes to our curriculum, especially with my brother involved in the decision-making process.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
I guess that's true, huh? Alyssa's mother, Maki's father, Eustace's brother.
Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. You are appreciated.
That was extremely quiet, but thank you so very much for the follow. You are appreciated.
Makes sense to me.
We also have to account for the fact that going on our field study means that much less time to prepare for the festival.
I mean, we don't
as you
have
can
to
see,
prepare.
It presents a bit of a problem.
We don't have
Man,
to prepare for the
look
festival.
at you guys taking this all seriously.
I probably should have asked a little earlier, but what's this festival you guys keep talking about?
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
I have an
I'm
acquaintance.
sorry. I should have gone over that for your benefit.
I have an acquaintance who's always like, Darren, you have a desktop. It should be on your desk. It's like, no, it's gonna be on the floor. It's sit on the floor when I use it. Every year, the students here organize and put on a school-wide festival. There are stage events, food stalls, and all kinds of things to see and do. And it generally falls to each of the first-year classes to provide the main attractions. Tierney, can you come here? I just want to know, from where you are talking normally, you usually won't be picked up by the microphone. So you don't have to. It's also, I don't care if you say things and it gets picked up. That's fine. Oh, Orange. Hi, Orange.
Yeah, participating is optional for the second years, since by this point they're usually focusing on their future careers. Oh, and each of the clubs generally get involved too.
Huh, that sounds fun. In that case, we have to do something. We can't just let the other classes roll over us because we're small.
Oh, they changed uniforms. They're in their winter uniforms now. Which means Milliam changed her hat. I was wondering why the pom-poms are black instead of white.
You say that, but I've already had one of the girls from Class 1 bluster up to me declaring that this time victory will be all ours.
What? It must have been Ferris. That sounds exactly like something she'd say.
Well, Class 1 does seem to have had it in for us ever since the midterm results were announced.
If it's all the same, I'd rather not see the House of High Arms claim yet another nominal victory. But we need to account for the fact that our class is markedly smaller than theirs is.
It'd help if we at least knew what the other classes are doing.
Espionage! Kind of seems like everyone's having trouble staying focused.
Come on, everyone, get it together.
Instructor Sarah?
Hello. Isn't this a self-study period?
Oh, it was. But I thought you all might like to know that the Board of Directors meeting just adjourned a few minutes ago. So I decided to skip along down here and be the first to break the news.
Wait. There's no fluff. There's no fluff. There's fluff on her blacktop, but there's no fluff.
Then?
What about our next field study? Are we still on?
The Chancellor's not the only one with a little too much iron in his blood, because the board voted unanimously to have you continue your field studies.
You mean it?
Yep.
So that's how it is.
Yep.
You know, even though they're always hard work, I actually feel a little relieved.
Considering all that happened last month, we'll need to be especially careful this time around.
Still, it feels like our field studies are a big part of who we are as a class.
Yeah. They're kind of a pain, but oh well.
We should be grateful to His Highness and the directors.
That's good news.
Seeing the hard road and the easy road, then picking the hard one anyway. That's youth for you.
I do the same thing. I guess to some people I'm so youthful.
It also sounded like His Highness and the directors will be taking off in pretty short order. So I'll let you guys out of study hall early to go see them if you want.
Oh.
If you say so.
I think I'll take you up on that.
I'm like, because Eustace's brother is nice. I like Eustace's brother. He's tight. We get to get a beer together. Then I'll probably get a cocktail, because I don't do well with beer. I can. It's just, it has to be a long time to drink the beer. Again, like, they're all just kind of grouped up. Sniper, pew, maybe. I don't know. Mother! Father! Mother! I'm doing the good for you, Enrique. By the time I'm dead, you will have the whole entire world to yourself. That's what you want, isn't it? Mother! Machias, I haven't had the chance to talk with you since the summer festival. It sounds like you were quite the heroes at Gorelia Fortress. Come on, don't tease us. I'll be the first to admit that we acted rashly, but in the end, I have no regrets. I'm glad to hear it. It's good to see you again. Likewise. May feels so far behind us now. You have questions, no? It's written all over your face. I do. You're in Legram, weren't you, to meet Duke Cayenne? Correct. I was hoping to have time to greet you and your classmates too. But I imagine you would rather he not take too close an interest in you. You imagine right. Still, I'm concerned. What is the House of Alberea playing at? And not just us. What are the 4 great houses and the rest of the noble faction trying to accomplish? You ask like there's a simple answer. The 4 great houses aren't as united in opinion as you might think. Even within individual families, there can be disagreements. You know that I differ with Father on several issues. But rather than worrying about others' positions, I'd suggest giving some thought to your own, as a member of the family.
I'm surprised you actually managed to make it here. I was expecting a business negotiation to crop up just in the thick of time like it always does. Time is something you make, not something you find. All the more so if you're in a position of responsibility. Ugh. Lady Alyssa was quite the multitasker herself. You should see her. She has no trouble balancing her time between her studies, training, club activities, and hobbies. Of course she doesn't. I'd be disappointed if she wasn't able to manage at least that much. You need to start using your time more creatively, Alyssa, instead of simply doing what's required of you. I saw the railway guns at Guerrilla, you know, and I saw what those Aztecs are capable of. And I can understand why Grandfather regrets ever making them. Do you honestly feel like that's necessary? Are you really okay with that? I think the fact that you've seen enough to ask me that now means that, deep down, you've realized that they're both necessities of this era we live in. Well, the opinions of others are only that. Stop relying on them so much. Observe for yourself and draw your own conclusions. That's what someone who is truly independent would do anyway. Alright, that's... Yeah.
Still, I wasn't expecting to find myself indebted to you again so soon. Without your intervention, the Chancellor and I would have met our maker in Crossbow.
Don't mention it, we're just
relieved all of you are okay, Your Highness.
Indeed. I'm glad you're able to focus on making a positive contribution at the conference.
I wish I could tell you that's exactly what I did. But I could scarcely find a place to chime in once the Chancellor and the Republic's President got going. Though the Mayor of Crossbow managed to dumbfound even then.
I presume you're referring to the proposal for Crossbow's independence.
Hard to believe it could actually happen. Well, as long as both Ereboni and Calvert refuse to accept it, the likelihood of it actually happening is incredibly low. Still, they're planning to hold a referendum on the issue to see if the population is in favor of it. So there will be plenty more chances for disputes to break out over the issues. It's something, I can't remember the name of it. I was trying to make fun of the Britain, I think, wanting to break off from the EU, whatever that was called, and try to put it a crossbell, but I can't think of the name right now.
Well, neither of them want to lose that sweet tax revenue from Crossbell. Half of it flows into the provinces too, so fat chance the noble faction's gonna take that line down.
Brexit, that's what it is. I don't think I can make Brexit go with Crossbell. Cross it? Milliam? I swear this kid is all the delicacy of a rock to the face. Ha! So you are Milliam, are you? Your name seems to have come up with increasingly frequency lately. I was hoping for a chance to see the famous Argentum in action, though.
Oh, sure thing! Lammy!
Whoa! Cool your jets. I'm not sure this is the best place to call it Argentum. Just a hunch.
Lame!
Objection overruled.
That could have gotten messy.
Honestly, it would save us a lot of trouble if you could just Refrain from just saying whatever pops into your mind, too. Lame.
Oh, who might you be?
Say, are you from the Vander family? The one who serves as the prince's bodyguards? Oh, did Neinhard mention me?
Mueller Vander.
I'm Mueller Vander of the 7th Armored Division. I was with the prince at the conference in Crossbell, so I am in your debt as well. Glad to be able to thank you personally. The honor's ours, sir.
It's an honor to meet a family of the esteemed Vander... whatever.
So you're the Radiant Blade Master's daughter, and you must be the practitioner of the 8 leaves, 1 blade style. I'm always happy to meet fellow students of the sword. Oh, and you must be the young man from Nord, who my uncle wrote a reference for.
Oh, you're the nephew of the general.
Yes, that would be me. I owe a lot to Lieutenant General Zex. It sounds like he's in your debt as well. With everything that's happened in Nord a few months ago, well, you all seem like dependable young men and women. Perhaps the prince's idea has some merit to it after all. Huh, see? What did I tell you? And it's not just Class 7 either. The whole academy seems so full of life. Perhaps I should take this opportunity to break down social barriers by getting to know all of them in the academy pool. Really, Oliver? You really want to work up a sweat? I'd be glad to let you run back to Heimdall. If you kept up a good spirit, I'll bet you could even make it in a couple hours. You'd actually made me do it too. Cruelty, thy name is Mueller. It's like their hearts practically beat in sync. That's what happens when you've been around with somebody for a long time.
That's certainly one way to look at it. I wonder how long they've known each other.
A long time, maybe. This cutscene is going on for quite a while, everybody. I don't have to go to work today.
Do, 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 do.
Well then, I bid you all a fond farewell. I hope we have the chance to meet again soon. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I remember that. Because I don't know that I sung that like a few episodes back, right? And between that and now, I know I remembered what song that was, but now I forgot. 3 days had passed since the board of directors handed down their decision. With the assurance that our field studies would continue, we finally turned our attention to next month's festival. However, losing those couple of days at the end of the month meant we had that much less time to prepare, and no matter how much we brainstormed, we couldn't think of any really compelling ideas our small class could pull off. Eventually.
Can't believe we burned through another week already. But hey, at least it's the perfect weather for a weekend out of the town. I hope you enjoy your free day tomorrow, especially since you've got another practical exam coming up next Wednesday. You couldn't just send us off with a have a good weekend, could you?
Huh. It just wouldn't be Instructor Sarah if she didn't throw in a little dash of torment. And then we have this month's field study coming up at the end of the next week, right?
Yep, just like we've been planning. We might have made a few changes to the original itinerary, but nothing major. I'll tell you all about where you're headed after the practical exam, so until then, keep on guessing.
Yeah. You don't need to make it into some sort of dramatic revelation.
She always does, though. Ooh, I can't wait to find out where we're going this time. Oh, and by the way, you guys really need to figure out what you're gonna do for the festival next month. First years have to participate. So if you can't think of anything, you'll be showing your field study reports instead. What?
That certainly wouldn't be my first choice. Or even my fifth.
Anyway, that's a wrap for homeroom. You'll do the honors, Miss Class President. Well, I'm sure she was just joking about putting our field study reports on display. I hope. Either way, we need to figure out what we're doing by the start of next week. That sounds wise. Especially considering we have our practical exam on Wednesday and our field study the next weekend. If that's how things stand, we should make it our goal to at least have some solid ideas by the end of tomorrow. We also need to check out what the other classes are planning. If we ended doing something that was already done, we'd seem totally redundant.
Yeah, we should split up and gather some info. But remember, we need to find something that'll work with the number of people we've got.
Yeah. All the other classes have more than double the people power we do easily. They all seem to have some pretty grandiose aspirations at that.
Greatness were reliant on numbers. Museums would be full of artwork produced by committees.
There must be some course of action that can turn our lesser numbers to an advantage.
Yeah.
Question is what? If we had an easy answer, we wouldn't be spending all this time worrying over it. I'm kind of getting pumped up.
Well, a little interclass competition never hurt anyone. In fact, it might spice things up a bit.
Obtained Thor's summer uniform.
Okay, everybody. All right, I thought I was level 72 for a moment. All right, everyone, that is it for today. What did we get done today? We got the end of chapter 5. We are now past where the prologue ended. We saw that the railway guns had blanks in them to prevent accidental. If they fired accidentally, then it'd be blanks, which is nice. We read Red Moon Rose, chapter 11, about Elroy, and Elroy was killed, and turns out there's more than just him. We saw some really bad anatomy lessons in Red Moon Rose as well. Also, all of Class 7 should have been death with the railway guns firing, because blanks still, like...
Here we go. Yeah, money makes the world go round.
It does. What else? Like, because it still does the firing blanks still run the firing mechanism, which means the explosion is going to happen. So, everyone should have been deaf. That's it. So, anyway. Once we did that, we defeated Scarlet. We saw that Gideon died doing whatever he was supposed to be doing. Then, we decided to do field studies, and all of Class 7 is worrying about how in God's name, what are they going to do for the festival? And so what can you expect next episode? Next episode, we are going to go around the school and try to figure out what we can do for the school festival by talking to everyone else and going, well, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. What are you doing for the school festival? Why do you want to know? I don't know. I'm just curious, I guess. Jesus Christ, dude. And that's it. We might have some bonding points. I didn't check, but expect that. So probably next episode, it's going to be a lot more reading. We might get into some action. That obviously was not the last fight, so we have a lot more to go. According to the guide, we have 2 chapters. We have chapter 6 and final chapter. So I was going to say like 5 episodes. I said that to King, but I'm thinking like a 10. I know I said that like 5 episodes ago. Probably 10. Right, like maybe like 3 episodes per chapter or so. So 6 to 10 around there maybe. Anyway, you all are watching Active Fireball on twitch.tv/ActiveFireball or YouTube. And I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7:30 in the morning Pacific Standard Time to Friday to 9:30 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. If you like what you see, go ahead, give me a follow if you're on Twitch, sub if you're on YouTube. If you really like what you see, consider telling your friends and family about me, because I'm fucking awesome. If you really, really like what you see, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/ActiveFireball. You get really cool shit like sticker, Discord benefits, credits when I'm done, and high enough tier, you get to play games with me too. And at highest tier, I believe you actually get to play games with me one-on-one. So co-op game, competitive game, just you and me, person to person. And yeah, also don't forget to vote for the next Trails we're going to play, everybody. All right, so we have 4 viewers today. That's sexy, which means we have enough to raid somebody today. We're going to be raiding Dreadclaw Dragon. He'd be playing Crow Country. It's an isometric 3D platformer, maybe. So yeah. With that in mind, lurkers who are lurking, thank you so very much for lurking. Watchers who are watching, thank you so very much for watching. Bots who are botting, thank you so very much for botting. Love you all, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.